All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over. Now, look, with this whole Diddy trial, I said the only ones I feel sorry for is the daughters. But they're pretty much grown now. I think they're like 19, 20, or about to be. I'm not sure. But everybody's talking about their clothing line, which is called 1221. The number 12, and then it's spelled TWINTY1. And this girl came out on TikTok and saying that they stole the idea from her. I guess she didn't trademark, but I didn't finish the video. The video was like 2 minutes long, but I'm gonna watch this video and then show you guys what I seen, and then we're gonna talk about it at the end. And do you guys think that they're stealing? And I just show you where it gets kind of tricky. But we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Sean Diddy Combs' twin daughters, Delilah and Jessie, are stepping confidently into the spotlight, this time not as celebrity kids or social media influencers, but as entrepreneurs making their mark in the fashion industry. Just days after their father was found not guilty of sex trafficking charges, the 18-year-olds have announced the launch of their very own clothing brand, 1221, adding yet another remarkable title to their growing portfolio. On Monday, June 7th, the stylish twins shared their big news on Instagram in a lively video, dancing side by side and radiating the excitement and unity that has always defined their bond. "We are launching our very own clothing line," they said together, with matching smiles that reflected both their youthful energy and their shared vision. For Delilah and Jessie, fashion is more than just fabric and trends, it's a deeply personal expression of who they are and what they believe in. "This line is more than just fashion. It's personal to us," Jessie explained sincerely in the video. Delilah added, "Everyone always asks if we really think alike, and the answer is definitely. That connection is the heart of our brand." Their words carried the weight of a shared journey, shaped by their experiences growing up in the public eye and inspired by their inseparable bond as twins. The brand name, 1221, was carefully chosen and holds a special meaning close to their hearts. Born on December 21st, the date itself inspired the name, but the deeper symbolism reflects their vision. The number 1 symbolizes boldness, leadership, and the start of something new, the twins shared, describing the spirit of taking the first step into uncharted territory. And the number 2 represents love, harmony, connection, and together these numbers represent who we are. It's a perfect name for a brand rooted in sisterhood, creativity, and the courage to dream big. With 1221, Delilah and Jessie aim to redefine modern streetwear by blending style with substance. They introduced their line to followers as a brand where comfort meets confidence, promising clothes that do more than just look good. They tell a story and carry meaning. "Our pieces are designed for everyone," the twins emphasized. "They're about everyday comfort that feels luxurious but also makes you feel powerful and seen." This philosophy is reflected in their first collection, which features effortlessly chic tracksuits, oversized hoodies, fitted tops, and relaxed trousers, each piece carefully designed to combine fashion-forward aesthetics with all-day comfort. The creative journey behind 1221 was deeply collaborative. From sketching initial designs to choosing fabrics and working with manufacturers, Delilah and Jessie were involved in every detail, proving that their venture isn't just a celebrity side project. It's a serious business built on genuine passion. Their shared love for monochromatic palettes, bold prints, and minimalist details shines through in every piece. "We wanted to create clothes that people could wear anywhere, whether you're at school, going out with friends, or just chilling at home," Delilah explained. Jessie added, "We also wanted each piece to have a little bit of us in it, a reminder of love, unity, and strength." Beyond fashion, the launch of 1221 is also a powerful statement of resilience and growth. The twins have navigated public life since birth, faced unimaginable loss with the passing of their mother Kim Porter in 2018, and stood by their father during turbulent times. Now, they're using those experiences as fuel to build something meaningful on their own terms. "We've learned so much about strength and about staying true to who we are," they shared. This brand is a reflection of that journey. As they step into the world of fashion entrepreneurship, Delilah and Jessie are determined to keep authenticity at the center of everything they do. They've already hinted at plans for limited edition capsule collections, collaborations with emerging designers, and even sustainable initiatives to reduce environmental impact. We care about what we put into the world, the twins emphasized. We want to create something that makes people feel connected, confident, and proud to wear.
So, I'm going to stop this video right here. I just, I've heard enough. It just, to me, it's... The daughters are the daughters. The daughters didn't do nothing. They're just out here trying to live life, and, they're getting dragged into their father's drama. Everything Diddy's been accused of. He was found not guilty on the serious stuff, but still is in jail right now because of the other things, still waiting on his sentencing. A lot of people were saying he had something to do with Kim Porter's, even I'll Be Sure. We know all that. So I guess my thing is, if you are doing collabs with them, right, is that a good look for your company to be associated with them because of who their father is? That's the question I have right now. Now I'm going to show y'all the video of the girl who's claiming they stole her idea. But again, I don't know what's happening with that girl. I don't know if people are coming after her. But yeah, now we're going to watch that video.
Diddy's daughters, the Combs twins, copied my clothing brand. January 1st, 2024, I dropped my clothing brand 1221 Apparel, which I have an LLC and an Instagram page for. And yesterday, all of my friends kept sending me this video.
This is 1221.
As you can see in both our profile pictures, this is my logo and this is theirs. Just a little bit of background on myself and my clothing brand. I first learned...
So this is what I wanted to talk about. I'll just stop it right here. The name, like, I don't know if she hadn't or if she hasn't trademarked, but the names are different. It's spelled out different. When someone say 1221 or you type that in, what's going to pop up? If you go on Google and type in 1221, what is going to pop up? I feel like there's going to be a variety of things. Like I said, I don't know if she's trademarked, but I'm more so thinking that she's concerned because of the name. Like she said January. So my whole thing is, I think she may be concerned of who the name is attached to versus the name itself. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering, is she like, damn, people aren't going to buy my stuff because it's attached to them. You know what I mean? Even though it's spelt different. Let her continue.
So when I was 8 years old, my grandma initially taught me. Then fast forward to 2023, I'd already been contemplating starting my own clothing brand for a couple years now. At the same time, I was also one of the lowest points in my life. I was stuck in a toxic relationship. The relationships with who I was closest with and my family and friends were going downhill. I had gotten fired from my job. I had totaled 2 cars in a span of 2 months.
Sheesh.
And just overall, everything seemed like it was going downhill in my life. At the same time where all this is happening, I started seeing the number 1221 everywhere. I was in class, I would look at the clock, it would say 1221. I would randomly pick up my phone, it would say 1221. I would see it on license plates, signs, literally everywhere. Till one night, I couldn't sleep, and I remembered that I had been meaning to look up this number to see what it meant. I looked up the number 1221, and it basically had answered everything I was questioning in life at the time. In short, it told me to not let my fears get in the way of my dreams, trust your intuition. Doors would be opening for me. I just have to walk through them and trust myself. It was at that exact moment that I knew what I was going to name my clothing brand when I finally dropped it. The slogan for my brand is Design Your Destiny, because when you put on my clothes, I want you to feel like your best version of yourself. The same feeling you get after you just got your hair done, or guys when you just get a fresh cut. My brand 1221 Apparel, I specialize in making custom one-of-one pieces, high-end streetwear fashion for men and women. Since I've dropped my brand, I've now been in the Los Angeles Fashion Show, and I've been able to get my clothes on celebrities and big influencers. Everything that I make that you can see on my Instagram page, I make by hand from scratch. I source all my materials, fabrics, zippers, buttons, all out of Los Angeles. I'm making this video because it's so frustrating when you put actual blood, sweat, and tears into something you care so much about. And I feel like this happens to a lot of small Black-owned businesses where celebrities or big corporations will steal their ideas or steal their names. I've put my absolute all into trying to grow this brand.
Now, what she said right there is key, because if, you know, when she says small Black businesses and then you have this big celebrity figure or whoever comes in and kind of does the same thing that you're doing, people are going to gravitate to that person. Now, she said she's been in fashion shows. She also said she's put clothes on celebrities. So I'm just wondering, like, again, because the names are different. Hers is 1221 Apparel. Theirs is 1221. But like I said, I think that it's just that the name is now associated with Diddy because it's his daughters, you know. That's why I was talking about it gets kind of sketchy from a legal standpoint, you know. Like legally, it's like legally versus morally. I feel like legally, she probably can't do nothing to them. But then it's like, damn, if you guys are going to name your clothing 1221, why don't y'all do some research to see who kind of has the name already? And maybe y'all should, I mean, it's their birthday, you know, so they do have a significant, like, connection to it. But it's like, damn, you know, people like, yeah, I mean, so, yeah.
I also have a short film on my Instagram page that tells you a little bit more about my story and my background. So I just really wanted to make this video to spread the word. And if you support me and if you want to support the real 1221 Apparel, please go follow the Instagram. All I can say is you can expect huge things from me going forward, and this is just the beginning.
All right.
Okay, so with that all being said, you all heard of that. Now, she said she came up with this in January and that she has an LLC and all of that. So I did a bit of research, and let me just tell you what I found. Okay, so first of all, let me just remind you of what I reported earlier about their clothing line. I'm going to share my screen. Everyone, please hit that like button. Thank you in advance. Okay, so let me see if I can enlarge this so you all can see it better. Okay, so here's what the
Okay, so I already pretty much in the beginning of this video is going to be talking about this. All right, so look, I'll just say this again from a legal standpoint. I don't know if there's nothing that you could do about it, but again, them being famous, their dad being famous, this is going to be tough. I'm wondering, like, moving forward, because I don't know what they've done already. I don't know if they are already, like, it's in the stores. I don't know what they have done, the twins. So this is kind of like a tough situation, and this is the ripple effect. You know, people were saying, like, what is it going to look like Diddy? What is it going to look like for Diddy when he gets out of jail? Are people going to go, are they going to go party? Is he going to lose sponsors? Are people not going to work with him? And I was saying that I think the things that he's done that we know that he's guilty of, and plus that video of Cassie, that right there is going to mess up. I felt like it was going to mess up his daughter's, like, success. You know, if they wanted to do things on their own, like what is going to be the backlash? Like, I'm not working with you because of your daddy, stuff like that. But then you have the people who say bad publicity is good. Like, we done seen so many celebrities who have been in trouble, and now you kind of forgot they ever were because they are still thriving in the industry. So I just feel right now it's more of a moral thing. I can tell that the first girl is like, damn, I don't want my name, even though it's different, associated with them. Comment below. What do you guys think about this situation? All right. Peace out.